Alright, so this is the first time I'm ever making like a flat out commentary video. Just me talking over some gameplay or whatever. But I wanted to talk about Xdefiant because it's been 2 weeks since the PTS, and yesterday they gave us the release date for the game. Excited for that, definitely. And I wanted to just talk about my experience with the PTS. As you guys probably saw from the gameplay videos, I really enjoyed my time with the PTS. It was good. There still definitely were some issues with being shot around corners, like having the delta whatever errors that would like kick you from like the server, the party, whatever. But besides that, with like the connection and all that, the rest of it was really good. I definitely felt like, yeah, bullets were registering even on higher ping. Like I was kind of on higher ping like everybody else was, but even like playing in UK servers, so I was playing with somebody in the UK, they were party leader, and I played on UK servers. Even on UK servers over 100 ping, it felt the exact same as playing on NAE servers. It felt the exact same. My bullets were still registering, people weren't skipping around, I wasn't skipping around, I wasn't rebounding or anything like that. It was good. It was still very good. And when I did get shot around corners, I mean, I was kind of expecting that. One thing for me that definitely was a bit frustrating at the beginning was mouse and keyboard. I don't know what it is about mouse and keyboard on this game, but it feels horrible. Not the movement. The movement is fine. It's the aiming. It's the cursor. It doesn't feel right. Like it feels really like it's over adjusting. It's over correcting. It just doesn't feel right. Like I did my sense. I figured out my sense, my ADS sense, all that. It still didn't feel right. I went to Windows settings and I changed a bunch of stuff, disabled some stuff, and it did feel a little bit better, but it still just didn't feel right. And then in the first video I uploaded, that was actually the first game, I just decided, fuck it, just plug in my controller, right? See how it feels. It felt good on controller. The movement didn't feel clunky. Okay, that's a little bit of a lie. It felt a little bit clunky, but not like as clunky as people like say it is. It is a little bit clunky. Like the only thing I can compare the way the movement felt for me on controller was the same way Black Ops 4 felt. And to me, this game is very reminiscent and very similar to Black Ops 4. The only difference is the time to kill being faster with the weapon abilities, and not so much the movement, but like just the way the game feels on controller just feels a lot like Black Ops 4. To me, the game just felt way better on controller. I don't know what's up with the mouse and keyboard, because I was talking to some other people and they said that like other like popular streamers were just hopping on the game and like doing well like they do in every other game. When I play this game on mouse and keyboard, which I do play other FPS games on PC with mouse and keyboard, and it never felt like that ever. And I've played multiple FPS games on mouse and keyboard on PC, from Call of Duty to Roblox shooters, even to like Iron Sight, if you know what that is. It all did feel different, but Xdefiant felt noticeably worse with, again, that overcorrecting with the mouse. I don't know what's up with that, but the controller felt amazing. There was like a little bit of talk about aim assist being less than in Call of Duty. To me, the aim assist felt fine, and that was actually the first time I picked up a controller since Black Ops Cold War. Yeah, that was the first time I picked up a controller since Black Ops Cold War. And the aim assist, going from no aim assist on mouse and keyboard to aim assist with a controller, I could definitely feel the aim assist, and I noticed it a lot more than when I was just playing not mouse and keyboard. When I was just playing controller regularly, I definitely felt the aim assist pulling me, and how to properly use aim assist to like hit shots and have good aim and all that. And playing this game with a controller, it didn't give me any like fatigue. And I don't know if that's just the game or the fact that I was on controller instead of mouse and keyboard, because with mouse and keyboard you gotta use your whole damn arm to aim rather than just your hands. But there was like little to no fatigue League and I was playing with a controller, and I sat there as when the PTS ended. I had like what, 16 hours played, and it did not feel like I was playing for 16. I didn't feel like I played 16 hours. It felt like I played maybe half that, like 8 hours it felt. But no, it was 16 hours that I played. And I haven't sat there and played an FPS game like that in years, since I was like stupid good on controller in like old COD games. Like the main two COD games, the first two COD games that I'd played in, the main two COD games I was super good at were Infinite Warfare and Black Ops 4. I was a different breed of FPS player in those games, and I sat there in front of my little like TV or monitor, because I actually switched from the living room TV to like a monitor, an old monitor that I still have actually right in front of me. It's my second monitor, and I would sit there for hours and play. And I had like 11 days in Infinite Warfare. I don't know how long I had in Black Ops 4. I almost no life for that game, Infinite Warfare. It was crazy. I was like, I played on like 11-11 or 12-12 ret gunning. My aim was so good. Like, if you don't know how aim assist works on controller, like it kind of like pulls you in the direction if like it kind of like slows down your aim when you're just using right thumbstick to like sweep between targets, and if you use your left thumbstick to aim, it kind of like sticks to them a little bit. When you're on a higher sensitivity, that slowdown is sped up, so that way it's not gonna like slow down your aim as much. So I was playing on 12-12 or like 11-11. My aim was so good that aim assist was basically holding me back. That's how good my aim was, and I was just really cracked at those games. And then Xdefiant really relit that fire for me for playing FPS games. Like it gave me a feeling back that I had lost, that I didn't know that I lost. It was so crazy to me to just get on the game and not worry about, you know, SBMM and, you know, how long am I gonna be able to play this game before I'm like, no, before I just end up, you know, quitting for the day, which usually with like the SBMM COD, which is like Modern Warfare 2019, and to like MW2, the newest COD, I couldn't, maybe not for MW 2019, but for like Cold War, Vanguard, and MW2. I haven't played MW3. I didn't buy the game. But for, yeah, Cold War, Vanguard, and MW2, I couldn't play those games for more than like 2 or 3 hours before I was like, no, I'm done. I just can't. And I didn't feel that at all with Xdefiant. I had to get off the game. I didn't want to get off the game, right? I had to get off the game because my aim was actively deteriorating and I just couldn't aim anymore. Right? Like that sort of like odd like mental fatigue where it's like you have to get off the game because you cannot aim, you cannot perform as well, but at the same time you don't want to get off the game because you're just having so much fun. That's the first time I've experienced that. I had to get off because I was playing badly and not because the game wasn't fun. And I've never experienced that before. That's kind of crazy to me, actually. Let's talk about the weapons for a little bit, right? Let's talk about the weapons. The weapons in the game are good. The ACR, to me, is a little bit of a problem. I'm glad that in this playtest, people weren't using the ACR as much as they were in the previous test that I played a year ago, back in like June? No, July. I think it was July. It was sometime in like the summer. When I played it then, the ACR was everywhere. And it is still a very strong gun, but I feel like, I don't know if they tuned it between the playtests from the open beta to the last playtest. I don't know if they changed it because, or maybe the hit detection was just better and I wasn't getting melted by it as much. That's probably what it was, because I remember in the open beta the ACR was, I thought it was way too strong. Like they had to nerf it, but in this PTS it didn't feel as strong. I wasn't dying to it as much. It's still the best assault rifle in the game, that's for sure. It just felt a little bit weaker, and I'm glad that, I don't know if they did anything to the actual gun itself, but it felt a little bit weaker, and I'm glad that it did. I felt it was too strong in the open beta. I was getting mad because I kept dying to it. Everybody had one, bro. It was just way too strong. Also, buff the M4. I hope they buff the M4. The M4 is the weakest assault rifle in the game. The M4 is getting beaten by every other gun in the game, even at like mid to far range, by SMGs. The MP5 is outgunning the M4 at range. And I even built my M4 with like a rapid barrel or heavy barrel, muzzle booster and all that. And it was still the weakest assault rifle, the weakest guns in the game. And that's kind of crazy to me, considering the fact that like in the closed and open beta or whatever, they gave us a little preview of like how you actually unlock weapons. And I saw some old footage of it, and I realized that if they have kept it the same, then that means that the M4 is the default assault rifle that you get when you first boot up the game. And it's the weakest assault rifle in the game. I mean, that's a good thing for being the first you unlock and it being the weakest, but I do not think it should be that weak. The M4 is just like not heavily, but it is definitely outclassed by a lot. And my favorite assault rifle in the game is the M16. It's absolutely the M16. I've always liked burst weapons, except for in Infinite Warfare. I didn't like that burst assault rifle in Infinite Warfare. I wasn't vibing with that. My favorite gun in Infinite Warfare was the NV4. Favorite weapon in almost every Call of Duty game is the default AR, the M4 for every COD game. But I've always liked burst weapons. Black Ops 4, one of my favorite weapons was the auger, the burst AUG. That one was good. I played some Apex. I have like over 100 hours in Apex. Favorite two guns in Apex: Hemlock and the Prowler. Favorite guns in the game, dude. Absolutely amazing. So the M16 is definitely favorite assault rifle. For SMGs, the SMGs are pretty good. The MP7 is good close range. MP5 is good long range. Vector needs a bit of a damage buff. Well, it's like the Vector, you can still get melted by the Vector, but you have to be like kinda, you have to be up close with them, like the MP7, but even closer, because the MP7 has, you know, slightly more range than the MP7 has more range than the Vector. I didn't get to play much with the P90, but it felt okay. Shotguns. I made 2 shotgun videos. They were that good. Well, the double barrel better, honestly. The double barrel is the only good shotgun in the game. The AA-12 is absolute like doo caca garbage. It is horrible. And the M770, something like that. Why is it a consistent 2-shot? It is a 2 to 3 shot. It should not be that way. A pump action shotgun in an arcade shooter game should not ever be a one pump. It should always be able to kill in one shot, because the rail time, like railing another shot, is slower than just double clicking with the double barrel. The double barrel had a faster TTK and more range than a pump action shotgun, even with the heavy barrel, which increases its medium and short range killing potential. That doesn't make any sense to me. Even when you ADS, it's still a 2-shot. You have to damn near barrel stuff their shit to get a 1-shot with that thing. When you could be like and then just like the double barrel with a choke, you're good for like shotgun range, and even a little bit further. The double tap with the double barrel is just, it's too good. It's the only good shotgun in the game. Buff the AA-12 just a little bit. I don't want it to be another Brecci clone. Please don't do that, Mark. Please. But buff it a little bit. Don't make it a consistent 5-shot. You saw in that video, it was so bad. It was terrible. But buff the shotguns just a little bit. Just a little bit. My brother who watches my videos every now and then said that the shotguns looked inconsistent. They did a little bit. Definitely double barrel did a little bit. There was definitely times where I would get a 1-shot at range, but then like damn near barrel stuff somebody and get a 2-shot. So there is that. I didn't use any of the marksman rifles, but they're like 2 to 3 shots. No one really using them in my games anyway. And then the snipers, the big sniper, I forgot what it was called, but that sniper is good. even with like, I ran like lightweight barrel, it's like speed tape and lightweight stock. It was good. It felt pretty fast and had a pretty decent ADS time, but the one-shot kill potential is insane. You can hit somebody in like the upper like leg and get a one shot at like damn near any range. It was insane. I didn't try the other one, the M70, something like that, the M something. I tried that. It was not, I didn't like it. I'm not really a person who typically likes fast quick snipers anyway. I prefer to like use like medium or heavy snipers just to get a better one-shot potential. I don't mind the slow movement speed or ADS speed. And then the pistols were okay. I saw that some people said that like the pistols are all basically the same. They all basically did the same damage, which I kind of did feel that. So I have to change that up a little bit. But like besides that, all the guns felt pretty good, and the factions were fine. They were well tuned. Libertad didn't feel super OP. They had to remove Echelon because of the invisibility glitch, which Mark did actually mention in a tweet. Somebody was like, you know, why is the game still delayed? And he mentioned something like, would you want us to release the game if you were randomly getting shot by invisible people? And he mentioned that before the PTS, I think like a month or maybe like a month and a half before the PTS, and it was a problem in the PTS. Hopefully they found a fix for that. I mostly ran I forgot what they were called, but like the shield guys, I mostly just ran those because I felt like the shield was just good, and I was, you know, the only two game modes, the only real game modes at launch are like objective game modes. So the closest thing you'll get to TDM on launch is Hotshot. I didn't play Hotshot. I didn't play any of the large map modes like Zone Control or Escort. I mainly just played Occupy and TDM. A lot of people were like, you know, the game is so sweaty, blah, 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 da, da, da. It's a test session with, like, it's a test session, bro. A lot of casual people aren't going to hop on a game that was available for one weekend and that's it. Like a lot of casual people just wouldn't do that. The only people who would do that are people who actually like play FPS games and actually like care about the game and stuff like that. So that's why it was sweaty, and people said, oh, there's SBM in the game. No, there isn't. No, there's not. I've played by myself in parties of 2 or more people. I've even ran like 2 games with 6 man in them. There were a bunch of varied lobbies. But yeah, I really enjoyed the PTS. If you did play it, let me know what you thought down in the comments. I still have a bunch of footage from the PTS, and I'm not gonna do anything with that besides just, you know, overlay the audio with that. So yeah, and then I kind of want to stream launch day, but I don't know how well that's going to do. If I do stream launch day, it's gonna be a long ass stream, I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be it for me for talking about this game. I've been sitting here talking about this game for 30 damn minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping now. So I guess I'll catch you guys in the stream on launch day, or I upload a video. Don't know yet. Still have like another damn near 3 weeks to figure that out, to decide. So I probably will just do a stream. So yeah, see ya.